On the night of May 3, 2007, in the quiet resort town of Praia da Luz, Portugal, a tragedy unfolded that would grip the world. 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her family's vacation apartment, sparking one of the most intense and widely publicized searches in modern history. This is the story of her disappearance, the investigations that followed, and the enduring quest for answers. Madeleine McCann was born on May 12, 2003, in Leicester, England. The eldest of 3 siblings, she was described as a bright, energetic child with a loving family. In May 2007, the McCann family decided to take a vacation to the Algarve region of Portugal. They stayed at the Ocean Club Resort in Praia da Luz, a popular destination known for its family-friendly atmosphere. The McCanns, Kate and Jerry, were excited for a week of relaxation. They were accompanied by a group of friends, many of whom also had young children. On the evening of May 3, they enjoyed dinner at a nearby tapas restaurant, just a short distance from their apartment. As the sun set and the evening unfolded, they believed they were taking the necessary precautions to ensure their children's safety. They planned to check on the kids every 30 minutes, a decision that would later be heavily scrutinized. At approximately 10 p.m., Kate McCann went to check on her children and found that Madeleine was missing. The bedroom door was open, and the window was ajar. Panic ensued. She alerted Jerry and their friends, and a frantic search began. This moment marked the beginning of a nightmare for the McCann family, one that would capture international attention and lead to countless theories, investigations, and public speculation. The story of Madeleine McCann is not just about her disappearance, but also about the impact it had on her family, the media, and child safety laws worldwide. To understand the gravity of Madeleine's case, we need to delve deeper into her background. Born into a loving family, Madeleine was the center of attention for her parents and younger siblings, twins Sean and Amelie. The McCanns were both medical professionals, Jerry, a consultant cardiologist, and Kate, a general practitioner. The family had a tradition of taking holidays together, and their trip to Portugal was meant to be a relaxing getaway. They had planned everything meticulously, choosing a family-friendly resort where they could enjoy time with friends while keeping a close eye on their children. The day leading up to the tragedy was filled with joy. The McCanns and their friends spent time at the beach, engaging in activities that brought laughter and excitement. But as night fell, the reality of their holiday would soon take a dark turn. The decision to leave their children unattended, albeit briefly, has been a focal point of intense debate. While many families do this during vacations, the McCanns faced harsh criticism for their choice. In hindsight, many wonder whether a different decision could have changed the outcome of that night. On that fateful evening, as Kate made her way to the apartment to check on the children, she had no way of knowing that this would be the last time she would see her daughter. The sense of security they felt evaporated in an instant, replaced by fear and desperation. The timeline of events on the night of May 3 is crucial to understanding the case. Dinner was scheduled for 8:30 p.m. at the tapas restaurant. The McCanns and their friends were seated outside, allowing them to enjoy the warm Portuguese air while keeping the children nearby. Around 9:30 p.m., Jerry McCann checked on the kids and found them all asleep. Everything seemed normal. However, it wasn't until 10 p.m., when Kate returned to the apartment, that the nightmare began. As she entered, she immediately noticed the bedroom door was wide open and the curtains were drawn. A sinking feeling washed over her as she approached the children's beds. Sean and Amelie were there, but Madeleine was gone. The panic set in as she frantically searched the apartment, calling her daughter's name. Kate ran back to the restaurant, breathless and terrified, shouting that Madeleine was missing. Jerry and their friends joined the search, combing through the complex, knocking on doors, and asking everyone they encountered if they had seen a little girl. As the hours passed and the search continued, the local police were called around 11 p.m. Officers arrived quickly, and a search was initiated. They set up a cordon around the area and began to interview the McCanns and their friends. Initial efforts focused on searching the immediate vicinity. The police used flashlights to scour the area, and local residents were alerted to keep an eye out. However, despite their best efforts, there were no signs of Madeleine. The urgency of the situation escalated as time slipped away. Media coverage of Madeleine's disappearance began almost immediately. The story was picked up by local newspapers and quickly gained traction, leading to national and international headlines. The initial reports painted a picture of a frantic search for a missing child, capturing the attention of millions. The McCann family became synonymous with the case, appearing on television and in interviews as they pleaded for information about their daughter. Kate and Jerry's emotional appeals resonated with viewers around the world, drawing attention to the urgent need to find Madeleine. As the days turned into weeks, the media frenzy intensified. The story was everywhere, on the front pages of newspapers, in news broadcasts, and across social media platforms. This unprecedented level of exposure brought both support and scrutiny. While many were sympathetic to the McCanns, others began to question their actions that night. The press speculated about the decisions they made and scrutinized their parenting. This led to a polarized public opinion, with some supporting the family and others expressing outrage at their perceived negligence. The media's role in the investigation was profound. They helped to spread awareness of the case, sharing details and theories that reached far beyond Portugal. However, this also had its downsides, as false information and sensationalism began to cloud the narrative. As the case continued to unfold, the McCanns maintained a consistent message: they wanted to find their daughter. They launched a campaign to keep Madeleine's face in the public eye, creating posters and using social media to gather tips and leads. The investigation into Madeleine's disappearance was complex and multifaceted. The initial response by the Portuguese police involved a thorough examination of the area, interviews with witnesses, and a review of security footage. However, as the days passed without a breakthrough, the investigation faced significant challenges. In the early days, a key aspect of the investigation was the witness statements. Several people claimed to have seen a man carrying a child that night, while others reported seeing unusual behavior in the area. This led to various theories about what might have happened to Madeleine. As the investigation progressed, the Portuguese police faced scrutiny regarding their handling of the case. Critics argued that the initial response was inadequate, with delays in search efforts and a lack of coordination with British authorities. As pressure mounted, the British police became involved. The case was handed over to the UK's Metropolitan Police Service, who launched their own investigation, dubbed Operation Grange. This initiative aimed to reinvigorate the search for Madeleine, employing advanced forensic techniques and a fresh perspective. Key suspects emerged throughout the investigation, including local pedophiles and transient workers. However, leads frequently went cold, and as time went on, the case grew colder. The lack of concrete evidence left many questions unanswered, leading to frustration for the McCann family and the public. In 2013, the British government announced a significant funding boost for the investigation, allowing Operation Grange to continue. The commitment from British authorities showed a determination to find justice for Madeleine and her family. Theories surrounding Madeleine's disappearance are as varied as they are unsettling. Some believe she was abducted, while others speculate about a tragic accident. One of the most prevalent theories is that Madeleine was kidnapped by a stranger. This theory gained traction early on, particularly with the reported sightings of suspicious individuals in the area. Some witnesses claimed to have seen a man lurking near the McCann apartment, and this led to a broader discussion about child abductions in tourist areas. Another theory suggests that Madeleine may have been taken by someone she knew. The idea that a family member or friend could be involved is difficult to accept, but it cannot be entirely ruled out. Some believe that the McCann social circle should be scrutinized more closely, raising questions about trust and familiarity. A third theory posits that Madeleine's disappearance was the result of an accident. Some speculate that she may have wandered off and met with misfortune, leading her parents to cover up the incident out of fear. This theory, however, remains contentious and lacks solid evidence. Over the years, conspiracy theories have also emerged, some involving high-profile individuals and bizarre scenarios. These theories, while captivating to some, often detract from the seriousness of the investigation and the pain experienced by the McCann family. The lack of conclusive evidence means that speculation will likely continue for years to come. Each theory reflects a different aspect of the human experience: fear, hope, and the desire for answers. As of now, the search for Madeleine McCann continues. The case has seen periodic revivals, with new leads and advancements in technology prompting renewed interest. In recent years, significant developments have emerged, including the identification of a key suspect, Christian Bruckner, a German man currently imprisoned for unrelated offenses. Bruckner has been linked to the area around Praia da Luz during the time of Madeleine's disappearance, and authorities have pursued this lead aggressively. While this development has rekindled hope for the McCann family and supporters, it has also highlighted the long-standing nature of this investigation. The public remains invested in the case, with many calling for continued efforts to find answers. The legacy of Madeleine's case has sparked a global dialogue about child safety, the responsibilities of parents, and the need for vigilance in public spaces. Despite the heartache and challenges, the McCann family has not given up. They continue to advocate for missing children, participating in awareness campaigns and supporting organizations dedicated to child safety. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann is a story marked by tragedy, hope, and resilience. It has captivated the world, highlighting the vulnerabilities that children face and the lengths to which families will go to seek answers. As we reflect on this case, we must remember that Madeleine is not just a name in the headlines, but a beloved daughter, sister, and friend. The McCann family's journey is a testament to the enduring human spirit and the quest for truth. In the years since her disappearance, the McCanns have remained steadfast in their commitment to find Madeleine. They have turned their grief into action, advocating for child safety and inspiring others to take a stand against child abduction. As we continue to follow the developments in this case, let us honor Madeleine's memory by promoting awareness and ensuring the safety of children everywhere. The hope for her return may fade, but the fight for justice and answers will continue.